yesterday I had got this vintage Philips stereo radio, bulb radio. It seems to be a pretty big one, pretty large, very large, and this for a boombox is actually already very large. So look, if you've got my hand here, you see it's pretty large. So can you imagine this big ass vintage radio? It seems to be an early Philips, early 1950s Philips radio, and it's got a button for record player. It's out. Seems the pretty big one, and as you see two darker round things that seems to be two speakers. The nice thing of this one is, in the early 1950s, this was an very expensive bulb radio, because this radio seems to have a high tone speaker with a bass. That's pretty amazing for a vintage old radio like this. I'll show you the back. I'll put the camera down. By the way, I'm recording with a camera I just trust picked. This is the back of the radio. As you see, it has a 6-inch high tone speaker. It can give just high tones or normal sounds. It's actually basically an all range speaker, but this has been used for just the high tones. And the reason this radio was being so extremely expensive back in the day, because this has an 8-inch subwoofer built in this radio. Has a nice beautiful cover on the back, stuff cover that protects the speaker from the backside. It's freaking lovely. I unbelievable like this radio. Can you see how big this speaker is? Imagine the radio, it's giant. Sadly the back cover I could not see, but I'll show what that vibrating is. But nice plate, it's where the speakers are attached to. It seems to work, but sadly, if you see here, you see the tuning button here. I'll keep turning it and you can see on the back. Sadly, the tuning thing is, the cable has been snapped, so I can't search for radio stations, sadly, but it does go on and it works fine. So it does get the it works, but the problem is the cable has snapped for tuning, so I have to try to find somebody to get this fixed for me. It's 100 watts, and that's maybe a consumption power. Not sure what these things are mean here, or maybe think year 49. I'm not sure, I don't know, or 50, 90, I'm not sure, but it's pretty amazing, big ass thing. So it's a nice find for 15 euros. It's unbelievable. 15 euros is fucking cheap for this big ass thing. Now we're going to the next video showing me the 1960s CRT TV I found in the trash. So see you in a bit.